In the year 3075, humanity had spread across the stars, colonizing distant planets and exploring the far reaches of the galaxy. Among the pioneers of this new age of exploration was Dr. Aria Sterling, a brilliant scientist and time theorist. Dr. Sterling was the leading expert on temporal mechanics, her theories revolutionizing the way humanity understood time. She believed that time, like space, could be traversed, its flow not a constant stream but a vast ocean waiting to be explored. Her life's work was the Chronos Project, a daring endeavor to build the first functional time machine. Based on a remote research station orbiting planet Chronos. Dr. Sterling and her team worked tirelessly, their efforts fueled by a mix of scientific curiosity and the thrill of the unknown. After years of research and countless trials, they achieved the impossible. The Chronos device, a machine capable of temporal displacement, was complete. It was a marvel of technology, its design a testament to human ingenuity and perseverance. The first test was a success. An apple, marked with a specific date and time, was sent 1 hour into the future. When it reappeared exactly 1 hour later, still fresh and bearing the same markings, the team erupted in celebration. They had done it. They had conquered time. Emboldened by their success, Dr. Sterling decided to take the next step. She would be the first human to travel through time. With the team's support, she prepared for the journey, her heart filled with anticipation and a hint of fear. As she stepped into the Chronos device, she couldn't help but marvel at the enormity of what they were about to do. This was not just a leap for her, but for all of humanity. She was about to venture into the unknown, to traverse the uncharted waters of time. The machine hummed to life, its lights pulsating in rhythm with her heartbeat. She took a deep breath, her hand hovering over the activation switch. With a final nod to her team, she pressed it. There was a flash of light, a sensation of weightlessness, and then silence. When she opened her eyes, she was no longer in the research station. She was standing in the middle of a bustling city, its skyscrapers reaching towards a sky filled with flying vehicles. She had traveled to the future. Dr. Sterling spent what felt like hours, but were only minutes in her timeline, exploring the city. She saw technologies she could only dream of, met people who looked at her outdated clothing with curiosity, and witnessed a future where humanity had truly embraced the stars. But as she marveled at the future, she realized something. She was not just an observer. She was a part of this world, a part of its timeline. Her presence, her actions, they could influence the course of events. She was not just traversing time, she was shaping it. With this realization, Dr. Sterling returned to her time, her mind buzzing with thoughts and theories. She had seen the future, had walked its streets and breathed its air, but she had also seen the responsibility that came with such power. The Chronos Project was a success, but it was also a Pandora's box. It held the power to explore time, but also to alter it. It was a tool, and like all tools, it could be used for good or ill. As Dr. Sterling stood in the now silent research station, the echoes of the future still ringing in her ears, she knew she had a decision to make. The Chronos device, her life's work, was a marvel of science, but it was also a potential threat. The power to alter time was a heavy burden, one that humanity might not be ready to bear. She thought of the future she had seen, of the people living their lives unaware of the ripples she could cause in their timeline. She thought of her team, of their excitement and their trust in her, and she thought of herself, of her dreams and her fears. In the end, the decision was clear. The Chronos device was deactivated, its core removed and secured. The research was sealed, accessible only to a select few. The Chronos Project was declared a success, but its true results were kept a secret. Dr. Sterling returned to Earth, her heart heavy but her conscience clear. She had touched the future, had stood on the precipice of time, But she had also seen the responsibility that came with such power, and she had made her choice. She continued her work, her research taking a different direction. She focused on understanding time, on studying its flow and its intricacies. She taught, passing on her knowledge to a new generation of scientists. And she dreamed, her mind always returning to the future she had seen. Years passed. Dr. Sterling grew older, her hair turning gray and her steps slowing, but her mind remained sharp, her spirit undimmed. She watched as humanity continued to reach for the stars, their progress a testament to their resilience and their ambition. Then, one day, she received a message. It was from the future, from the city she had visited all those years ago. It was a simple message, a thank you note. But to Dr. Sterling, it was a confirmation that she had made the right choice. The message was from a young scientist, a woman who had been inspired by the tales of first-time traveler. She had dedicated her life to studying time, to understanding its mysteries. And she had succeeded. She had built a new Chronos device, one that was safe and stable. She had used it to send a message back in time to thank the woman who had inspired her. She had continued Dr. Sterling's work, had carried on her legacy. Dr. Sterling read the message, tears welling in her eyes. She had made a difference, had inspired the future. She had made the right choice. As she sat in her study, the echoes of time surrounding her, Dr. Sterling smiled. She had touched the future, had shaped it in her own small way. And the future had reached back, had touched her as well. The Chronos Project was her legacy, a testament to her dreams and her fears. It was a symbol of humanity's reach, of their endless quest for knowledge. It was a reminder of the responsibility that came with power and of the choices that defined them. And as Dr. Sterling looked out at the stars, she knew that her journey was not over. For time was not a straight line, but a vast ocean, and she was ready to dive in once again. In her twilight years, Dr. Sterling found herself revisiting the Chronos Project, not to reopen old wounds, but to reflect on the journey. She found herself drawn to the deactivated Chronos device, now a relic in a museum dedicated to the pioneers of time theory. It stood as a monument to human ambition, a testament to the boundaries they had pushed. As she stood before the device, she felt a sense of pride. She had dared to dream, dared to reach into the unknown. And though she had chosen to close that chapter, she had sparked a flame that continued to burn in the hearts of future scientists. One day, while visiting the museum, she was approached by a young girl. The girl looked at her with wide eyes, full of curiosity and wonder. "Are you Dr. Sterling?" she asked. "The one who built the time machine?" Dr. Sterling smiled, nodding. "Yes, I am." The girl's eyes lit up. "I want to be like you." She said, "I want to explore time, to see the future and the past." Dr. Sterling knelt down to the girl's level, her old bones creaking. "Then you must remember," she said, "that with great power comes great responsibility. Time is a delicate thing. It's not just about exploring, but also understanding and respecting." The girl nodded, her gaze serious. "I understand, Dr. Sterling." Years later, that same girl would follow in Dr. Sterling's footsteps. She would study time theory, her work building upon the foundations laid by Dr. Sterling. She would explore time, not as a conqueror, but as a guardian. She would carry on Dr. Sterling's legacy, her work a beacon for future generations. As for Dr. Sterling, she passed away peacefully, her life's work leaving an indelible mark on the annals of science. She left behind a legacy of courage, curiosity, and respect for the power of time. Her story was told and retold, inspiring countless others to reach for the stars and beyond. In the end, the Chronos Project was more than just a scientific endeavor. It was a journey, a testament to human ambition and responsibility. It was a reminder of the power of dreams and the echoes they leave in the sands of time. And though Dr. Sterling was gone, her spirit lived on in the hallowed halls of the museum, in the pages of science journals, in the hearts of those she inspired. Her echo traveled through time, a ripple that turned into a wave, shaping the future she had once touched. For time is not just a sequence of moments, but a tapestry of echoes. And Dr. Aria Sterling, the woman who dared to touch time, left behind an echo that would resonate through the ages. The tale of the Chronos Project and its brilliant creator serves as a beacon, guiding humanity as they navigate the vast ocean of time. It stands as a reminder of the power of dreams, the responsibility that comes with power, and the echoes we leave behind. And so, as we look to the stars and beyond, as we dream of exploring the unknown, let us remember Dr. Sterling's words. Time is a delicate thing. It's not just about exploring, but also understanding and respecting. For in understanding and respecting time, we understand and respect ourselves. And in doing so, we shape not just our future, but the future of all humanity.